Cheaters?
Cheaters? Hey, cheaters.
It sounds like you're trying to call me a cheetah.
No, I'm calling you a cheater because you're a cheat.
That wasn't me.
It's good to be back. This is the Gaming Wildlife Foundation.
Never used one of these before. Now then, cheaters.
You said it again!
Shut up. We've all run into them at some point in our lives. Whether it be the kid in grade school who always weaseled his way through every spelling test, or professional athletes taking steroids in order to gain an advantage over the competition. Or do they just do it to keep up with the competition? Never mind. The gaming kingdom is no different. There are a diverse array of cheaters, ranging from hackers to modders to people that just want to make the game look funny. Over the years, cheaters have taken a wide variety of turns when it comes to the evolution of the species, and today we're going to take a look at the various personality types amongst these beasts. For more information on the subject, we go to our expert, the University of Gaming's Professor of Cheater Studies, Dr. Adonis Fayer.
Oh, hello, Charles. Wonderful to be here.
That doesn't even sound like a real accent.
And what exactly is your accent again?
It's Northern, Australian, Welsh, Great Britain. Never mind, please continue.
Cheaters have been around just as long as gaming itself. However, the act of cheating served a valuable purpose when gaming began.
In the early days of game development, a developer would usually throw in a cheat code to give them traits such as invincibility or unlimited lives in an effort to test certain aspects of the gameplay. Sometimes the code would remain after the game's initial release, giving players their first chance to experience these advantages.
Perhaps the most famous one that has been preserved throughout the years is the Konami Code.
A sequence of button presses that works with many games developed by none other than the Konami Company. From giving 30 extra lives in Contra to activating almost all power-ups in Gradius.
Is there a code to get Hideo Kojima back, or is he still banned from the company?
Do you even know who that is?
Nope, the director just told me to ask that.
Regardless.
Once it was discovered that the games contained cheats, gamers soon learned to exploit them and reap the rewards of an easier and more enjoyable gaming experience.
But no matter how bright these cheat codes made games, there was just as much of a dark side to the cheating experience.
If only you knew the power of cheating's dark side.
Stop it.
Okay.
Players could sometimes use cheats against other players to gain an unfair advantage, and before long, using codes was frowned upon in the gaming community.
Some players, though, remained in guard of the cheater's life, making books that tell what codes were in what games and what they did. Retailers even created devices such as the famous Game Genie or Game Shark that would allow the gamer to modify the games they played by attaching the cartridge to a special insert that would grant them access to the game's coding.
They've even published cheat guides telling people how to beat a game.
Those are called strategy guides, and they're perfectly legitimate. Sometimes you need a guide to beat a game.
Can you not just enjoy a game for the experience? Doesn't reading the strategy guide take away from some of the excitement now that you know what's going to happen?
It's not about the destination. It's about the journey.
There is a strategy guide for Journey. I'm pretty sure that entire game was just meant to be an experience.
It's just a nice option to have. That's all.
With the onset of internet-based gaming came a rush of new experiences for your everyman gamer.
However, individuals skilled in the art of programming suddenly had a tremendous advantage: the power to write code to alter a game how they saw fit.
This process is often referred to as modding.
It allows the coder to create their own game modes based off an established franchise, such as creating the incredibly popular Counter-Strike from the existing Half-Life.
Now, usually modding is accepted in the gaming world, but modders do not always have the best of intentions. For example,
Aimbots. Player characters that were controlled by a computer bot with perfect reflexes and accuracy. They were created to take an advantage in esports competitions. These bots were so powerful that they would break the physics of a game and be able to fire impossible shots around corners or even through a solid wall. Thus began the era of hacking, where a player would rewrite code to allow themselves invulnerability, invisibility, and just about every other kind of illity that can be thought of.
Those are literally the only two I can think of.
We know. That's why the script cuts it off at 2.
Stop being meta.
You wrote this!
Shut up.
Even with the sudden coming of hackers and cheats, there is still a problem with a couch gamer becoming a cheater. I'd like to introduce you to Zach, our most prominent of cheaters we have here today.
We've met. Need a second player?
Absolutely. I relish in the challenge.
Thank you. Oh, son of a... Really? Go plug that back in. Jackass.
Cheating sometimes is worked into games like cheat codes, but often isn't on purpose.
A great example of this is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. 10 years ago, speedrunners were able to beat the game within a relatively fast time of 5 to 6 hours, acquiring all the medallions and beating the boss. Due to a series of powerful sequence-breaking glitches, they were able to exploit wall jumping and break through the game itself to jump immediately to the final boss chamber. The current world record time is 21 minutes.
Are you serious? It took our director 12 hours just to be able to beat that game on Twitch.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe your director is a bad gamer?
I never thought about it that way.
Ha! I won again.
God damn it.
Sequence-breaking cheats also allowed speedrunners to beat Mario 64 in under 7 minutes using the backwards staircase jump.
How?
Every major door can be bypassed by a staircase. Also, I won again.
What? Are you serious? Are you cheating?
Ultimately, in online games, cheaters can be dealt with by the creators or the community as a whole.
One of the best examples of this is when Electronic Arts and Respawn found all of the cheating players in Titanfall and put them on a server together so that they could duke it out amongst themselves.
They allowed them to cheat, just so long as it was with each other.
It'd be like if everyone got a star in this game.
Yeah, but you've gotten like 12 stars in a row and you're still in first place.
Game Shark.
Oh, you...
In the end, while cheaters may never prosper, it's done so often, it's now an accepted part of the gaming community. So cheaters should just be embraced as frequently as they're ridiculed.
Just hope you don't get on the receiving end of one of their major cheats. For the Gaming Wildlife Foundation...
My name is Master Charles Avenel Bates. And I'm the expert. And I'm the cheater. Good night.
Thank you for watching the Gaming Wildlife Foundation. If you want to help us out, go check out our sponsor, Teeblox.com. They do a monthly thing like Loot Crate, but they send you vintage, geeky t-shirts and posters. Use the promo code GamingWildlife and you'll get 15% off your order. You can also donate to us directly by going to our Patreon at patreon.com/gamingwildlife. Link is in the description below. And for those of you who have been wanting more episodes like this, don't worry, the series is not going anywhere. We're going to be giving you a minimum of 1 episode a month for the next year. So we'll see you next time on the Gaming Wildlife Foundation.